All right, here we go. Our job right now is to find the rule of a function, right? So we're given an equation, and we need to turn it into like function notation, which we've been spending a lot of time talking about. So basically, the wording is hard. The actual math is easy. When you realize that somebody's asking you to turn this into function notation, all they're really saying is solve this equation for y. And then once you have the equation solved for y, then you know the rest of it is f of x. So let's just do that real quick. We have 3x plus 8y equals 11. So I just copied down the problem. I'm trying to solve for 8y. So that means I need to move the 3x. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Subtract 3x. And I'm going to get 8y is 11 minus 3x. So I'm almost there. Now, 8 times y, so I got to divide by 8. So I get y equals this ugly thing over here. I'm actually done. That is the equation. I could simplify it in different ways. I could break it apart, whatever. This is totally fine the way it's written here. So that means if y equals this, and we know that f of x always equals y, so that actually is our answer. So up here, we would just go 11 minus 3x over 8. That is the answer. All problem is solved. I want to do another one where I'm just going to write it out slightly differently, but the process is the same. Okay. Here we go. So let's do, here's the equation that you have. It is 3 plus 2q minus r equals 2, no, how about q plus 3r? And the question is, well, what is f of q? Well, we look at this and we go, okay, we know that f of q, normally we have it written as f of x, and then we are solving for the other variable, right? So if we think about this f of q, well, the other variable is r, right? That's the other variable. So if we can write this equation in terms of r, we'll be all set, because this whole thing needs to equal r. So we need to take this and solve it for r. So I'm going to do a couple things at once. I am going to add r to both sides, and I'm going to subtract q from both sides. So I'm going to move this math down here. 3 plus 2q minus q is q equals, so this q's gone, and that turned into that. So, and then I need to add r to both sides. So plus r equals 4r. Okay, I'm getting closer. I need to get r alone. That's the goal. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. That's it. 3 plus q divided by 4. 3 plus q divided by 4. When you do this on Wolfram Alpha, just be careful with your parentheses and make sure it really looks like what you want it to look like, versus just going, I typed it in, why didn't it work? Like, you might need parentheses, you might need to really pay attention to your details. But that's it. Anyway, good luck. Thanks. Bye.